currently looking for some fall and winter shoes to update my wardrobe, and I wanted to share with you guys some of the fall and winter shoe trends, especially the ones that I really love. So we'll start with what I think might be my favorite trend, and that is the lace-up boot. And I really like this trend because I actually have really narrow feet, and so I have always been drawn to a lace-up boot. I am not usually super comfortable in pull-on boots. They always need some kind of lace or zip, or they need to be quite narrow at the ankle so that my feet don't move up and down in them. So I actually picked up these boots from Bershka. They are a bit dirty because they're also my festival boots. But I picked up these boots from Bershka. They kind of look like Prada knockoffs because I was actually going to buy the Prada ones, but I felt as though they might be trendy. But actually, I think I might have changed my mind, and that might be a purchase that I make this year. Just because before I had these, I also had a pair of Dr. Martens that I lived in for a few years. So I do really enjoy lace-up boots. And I know this style of boot is not really everybody's vibe because it is kind of a masculine style of boot, but I really enjoy it. And if you are somebody who enjoys mixing maybe more masculine style shoes with feminine, or masculine and feminine, then it is a really nice boot to do that with. Sometimes I wear it with like a silk like dress and a cardigan on top, and it looks really cute, and they are really comfortable. If you did want kind of a more feminine version of this style of boot, you could always pick up a heeled version, but I'm pro this kind of chunky boot. I love chunky boots, and it might be because of the weather here in London, but they are just perfect for the weather, perfect if you're on the trains a lot or you're traveling a lot. If somebody steps on your toe, you can't feel a thing. They are warm. I just love them. So this is definitely a style of boot that I recommend, and I am really enjoying seeing that it is back on trend. To be honest, I actually don't think it's a style of... I think the chunkiness of the boot is something that is trendy, but I think a lace-up boot is always going to be something that people are going to wear, right, in the fall and winter months. So the next trend that I think that is really nice for this year is the slouchy long boot. I actually don't have a pair of these, and I've never really been drawn to slouchy boots, mostly because of my narrow ankles. So I've found when the boots are really slouchy, my feet kind of come up and out of them quite a lot. But I might make it my mission for this year to actually find one that I love. I do love an over the knee boot, so I do enjoy that aspect of it, but the slouchiness is just something that I haven't found one that works for me. And I am quite tall, so finding an over knee boot that is actually super over the knee also quite difficult for me. But that is also something that we have seen from designers for this fall and winter. Long slouchy boots that almost kind of look like they could be part of your trousers. Think the Rihanna tour. I think it was the anti-tour, and for that whole tour she just wore long slouchy boots with other trousers that were tucked in, or shorts. So it's really that kind of vibe. I have also seen some slouchy boots that are short, so I think if this is a style that you aren't sure of, or you're not sure of how to style, because I think this kind of baggy, slouchy, super long boot definitely does make quite a bit of a statement. So if you're not really sure about that, then there are quite a few ankle slouchy boots that are quite nice. I quite like a pointy, slouchy, heeled boot. I think that also looks really nice and is something that is a bit more subtle if you didn't really want to do the whole leg thing. I definitely think that I would wear the whole leg thing, but it probably wouldn't be something that I wear like often. Probably something I'd wear on occasion, maybe on a weekend if I'm going out or going to dinner or something. Like, I think it would take a very specific event or occasion for me to wear that style of boot, whereas the ankle heeled boot I'd probably be drawn to more often. So the next trend is the court shoe, specifically the black court shoe, and I have these court shoes that I picked up from ASOS, and these are called the Simi. I have them in black, but they do come in tons of other colors, and they are really, really affordable, and they go up to larger sizes. So I picked up a UK size 10. I believe they come up a UK size 11, which I believe is a US size 14. So the size range on these is really wide. It has a gap on the inside, which for any of you guys who maybe have a bit of a wider foot, I don't, but for any of you who do have a wider foot, then this might be a bit more comfortable. So I will put links to this down in the description if you were considering picking up a more affordable court shoe. But black court shoes are definitely on trend, and you can pretty much pick them up from anywhere at any price range. Although I have picked these up and they are more affordable, it does partly have to do with my size. My feet are big, so I don't really have many options, but I have been on the Christian Louboutin site. They have a bit of a wider range, and Jimmy Choo too, to kind of look at some of their options. I think if you are considering investing in any of the trends for this year, then black court shoe should be one. I don't think it's a style that will ever go away, and although it is more trendy now, the court shoe is a classic, and especially a black court shoe. Come on, it's a classic. You can wear it to work, wear it under jeans, wear it with a skirt, wear it with a trouser, you can wear it all kinds of ways. My heel height isn't really super high, but you could also invest in a higher height or a lower height. I have seen some lower ones and higher ones that are super cute too. I really enjoy this trend. I feel like it's like classic glamour, and I really like it. Definitely think that this particular trend is worth investing in. So the next trend that is popular for this season is the Sling Back. And actually this ASOS Simi heel also fits in with that trend in that it's a sling back. This sling back isn't super stretchy, which I always love a sling back that has a bit of a give in it, because sometimes I find that it digs into my heel, to the back of my heel. But flat sling backs, heeled sling backs, all kinds of sling backs are really on trend, and I think that this is definitely more of a fall trend than a winter trend, because maybe I'm thinking with my Londoner head on, but rain and slim backs don't really work. You will end up with like soggy toes. So I definitely think it is more of a fall trend than a winter trend. But I think it's really cute. It is definitely more leaning on more classic 60s, 70s, not 60s, maybe 50s trend, you know, being a lady with your sling backs. I think it's really cute, and I do quite enjoy slim backs in more of a nudie muted tone. I think they look really nice. There are of course loads of different options of sling back. I do think that a higher heel on the sling back looks more modern than a lower heel on a sling back. I have seen, especially Fendi, they do have like heels that look more like a lady of a certain age might wear. So I think you do have to be kind of careful with that as well, unless of course that is the vibe you want to go for. But I definitely think a slim back on a certain heel height can look a bit older, but I do definitely think it is still quite a cute trend, and it is a trend that I enjoy. So the next trend that's popular for this season is the pointed flat, and I've gone back and forth with this trend because I have really long feet, so I feel like anything that's going to elongate my already long feet, especially in a flat, I feel like a pointed heel, although it might make your feet look a bit long, it doesn't make your feet look as long as a pointed flat does. I would say that this is probably not my most favorite trend. I do enjoy more pointed shoes for the office, so if I'm trying to look a bit more formal, then I do quite enjoy more of a pointed toe than a rounded toe. But there are also levels to the pointed toe. So you can have like a pointed toe, or you could have a pointed toe, like almost like a snout toe, a la Balenciaga. Like you can have a toe, which I have more recently seen the toe actually styled quite nicely in a way that I thought, actually it looks a bit extreme, but it actually looks a bit cute. So I definitely think if you do enjoy the toe, I have definitely seen it styled in ways that I think look quite nice. But if you are looking for a practical interpretation of this trend, then I think going for more of a toe, as in more of a less elongated point, might look a bit better. I do think wide leg trousers, wide leg jeans with any kind of point at the front looks really, really nice and really classic. And so if you're somebody, maybe you don't want to do the heel thing and you want to be a bit more flat, then flat pointed toe shoe is definitely on trend, and I've been seeing them everywhere. Actually, they do have a few options on ASOS if you are looking for extended sizes. So these are the top trends for this season that I'm really enjoying and that I think I will be purchasing. I am definitely on the hunt for a really nice boot, so hopefully I'll be adding a pair to my wardrobe soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and have found it helpful. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.